Good morning, Nigerians. Good morning, super listeners of our station, Citizen FM 93.7. Good morning. Today is 28th of November 2023. It's time for newspaper review this morning, coming to you from our station.
From those who cause the
So where is it? Why are you so concerned about that? It's a
Nigeria go better. Nigeria go better. Nigeria go better. If Nigeria go better, now your hand is there. If Nigeria go better, now my hand is there. Make we join us together, make Nigeria for better.
And today will be another great day by God's grace. And my name is Okikiola Kosem. And let's start with Punch newspaper this morning. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu presents budget Wednesday. FEC okay, $1 billion loan. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu will on Wednesday present the 2024 appropriation bill to the joint session of National Assembly. This came as the Federal Executive Council on Monday approved the 2024 appropriation bill of 27.5 trillion naira. This is an increase from the 26.1 trillion naira earlier considered by the council. The Minister of Budget and Economic Planning, Abubakar Bagudu, disclosed the approval of the state correspondent after the close of FEC's weekly meeting presided by President Tinubu at the Aso Rock Villa, Abuja. You can get the details of that news coming to you from Punch newspaper this morning. President Tinubu will take a decision on Nigeria Air, say Kiyamo. The Minister of Aviation and Aerospace Development, Festus Kiyamo, on Monday said President Bola Ahmed Tinubu will determine the next step for Nigeria Air project. I cannot preempt Mr. President. I cannot. Now we have looked at all the issue and it's before Mr. President. Kiamo told State House correspondent after this week Federal Executive Council meeting at the Aso Rock Villa. You can get the details of that news coming to you from Punch newspaper this morning. Judges shouldn't determine poll winners, but they judge. A chieftain of the People's Democratic Party, Chief Bode George, has described as unacceptable a situation where judges nullify election and declare winners as opposed to the popular choice of the electorate. The PDP chieftain, who was reacting to the reported discrepancies in the certified true copy of the Courts of Appeal judgment on the Kano State governorship election, said it was worrisome that the citizens could no longer trust the judiciary. You can get the details of that news coming to you from Punch newspaper this morning. Ondo lawmakers meet today, may declare Ayedatiwa acting governor. After peace meeting with President Bola Ahmed Tinubu in Abuja on Friday, members of the Ondo State House of Assembly will meet today to discuss the polity in the state. A source in the assembly said one of the major issues of the assembly agenda for today's plenary was to consider whether or not to declare the state's deputy governor, Lucky Ayedatiwa, as the acting governor following the long absence of Governor Rotimi Akeredolu. You can get the details of that news coming to you from Punch newspaper this morning. Nigerians spend 2.6 trillion naira on data airtime in 9 months. The amount spent on airtime and data by Nigeria telecommunication subscriber rose to at least 2.59 trillion naira in the first 9 months of 2023. This is according to the financial statement of MTN Nigeria and Airtel Africa. This was a 32.57% increase from the 1.95 trillion naira both telco recorded from both income sources in the corresponding period of 2022. You can get the details of that news coming to you from Punch newspaper this morning. TB spread in Borno worrisome, says WHO. The World Health Organization on Monday raised the alarm over the increasing rate of tuberculosis infection in Borno. The organization's head of mission and country representative, Dr. Walter Mulumbu, expressed the concern during the Northeast Nigerian 13th WHO end-term joint operation. You can get that details coming to you from Punch newspaper this morning. Fresh protest rock Kano over appeal court judgment. Fresh protests erupted in Kano City and its environ on Monday afternoon, with the demonstrators denouncing the recent judgment of the Court of Appeal that sacked Governor Abba Yusuf of the New Nigerian People's Party. The news agency of Nigeria reports that uneasy calm pervaded the state capital following a reported contradiction in the certified true copy of the appeal court judgment. You can get the details of that news coming to you from Punch newspaper this morning. REP began 183.9 billion naira COVID-19 fund mismanagement probe. The House of Representatives Public Accounts Committee on Monday kicked off a full-scale probe into the alleged mismanagement of COVID-19 intervention fund by ministries, departments, and agencies of government. A member of House of Representatives, Inyakwa Zakari, had in October moved a motion for the probe of MDAs, accusing them of mismanaging funds totaling 183.9 billion naira meant to address COVID-19 pandemic from 2020 to 2023. Get the details of that news coming to you from Punch newspaper this morning. Moving on to Daily Trust this morning. Senate to amend law setting up Senior Citizen Center. The Senate Committee Special Duty on Monday expressed the readiness of the Red Chamber to amend the act which established the National Senior Citizen Center to enhance its efficiency. The agency was set up in 2017 to cater for the need of senior citizens, but it eventually took off in 2022. You can get the details of that news coming to you from Daily Trust this morning. States LGs cry for development despite sharing 8.8 trillion naira in 2 years. Amidst the prevalent poverty rate in Nigeria, 36 states, including the FCT and 774 local governments, received a total of 8.8 trillion naira as allocation from Federal Accounts Allocation Committee (FAC) from 2022 to 2021. A report by the from 2020 to 2021, a report by the Nigeria Extractive Industries Transparency Initiative has shown. You can get the details of that news from Daily Trust newspaper this morning. I'm moving straight to the Nation newspaper this morning. Akeredolu Ayedatiwa peace agreement heads for collapse. The peace deal brokered by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu was threatened yesterday following the misinterpretation of its term by some member of the Ondo State House of Representatives of House of Assembly. There was tension in the state chapter of the ruling All Progressive Congress (APC) and the Ondo State Executive Council over a plot to unseat Governor Rotimi Akeredolu by some lawmakers who insisted that Deputy Governor Lucky Ayedatiwa should be pronounced as the acting governor. Contrary to to the term of the agreement. You can get the details of that news coming to you from the Nation newspaper this morning. National Assembly under pressure over 2024 budget. Tomorrow's presentation of the 27.5 trillion naira budget to 2024 to the National Assembly by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu will put senators and representatives under pressure to pass the appropriation bill before the end of the next month. The Federal Executive Council (FEC) approved the bill for presentation at its meeting yesterday. Budget and Economic Planning Minister Atiku Bagudu told reporters at the State House in Abuja. You can get the details of that news coming to you from the Nation newspaper this morning. President Tinubu orders massive fixing of federal roads. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has ordered a massive rehabilitation of dilapidated federal roads across the country. The road include the Makodi Nsukka 9th mile. You can get the details of that news coming to you from the Nation newspaper this morning. Shuaibu, I am intimidated. My allocation seized. Edo State's Deputy Governor Phillips Shuaibu yesterday cried out that he was being intimidated for declaring his ambition to succeed his boss, Governor Godwin Obaseki, on the platform of the People's Democratic Party (PDP). Shuaibu, who unfolded his aspiration in Benin City, the state capital, complained that the allocation to his office has been withheld in the last 5 months. You can get the details of that news coming to you from the Nation newspaper this morning. Supreme Court will get full 21 justices, Ariwola pledges. For the first time in its history, the Supreme Court will soon have the full complement of 21 justices. Chief Justice of Nigeria, CJN, Olukayode Ariwola, promised yesterday. He expressed his determination to break the genes as one of his legacies. You can get the details of that news coming to you from the Nation newspaper this morning. We did 90-kilometer roads in 1 year, says Osun government. Osun State Commissioner for Information, Kola Alimi, has said the government has built 90 kilometers of road in 1 year. He was briefing reporters yesterday in Osogbo, the capital. The commissioner said the government reconstructed 90 kilometers of road, adding that 31 schools has been fully rehabilitated. You can get the details of that news coming to you from the Nation newspaper this morning. Leadership crisis rogue Code of Conduct Bureau. Despite the directives from the Secretary to the State Government, from the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, SGF, Senator George Akume, the leadership tussle rocking the Code of Conduct Bureau, CCB, has not been abated. You can get the details of that news from the Nation newspaper this morning. Moving on to penpushing.com and .ng is our reliable online newspaper that professionals. Journalism icon Segun Oshoba to share Folu Olamiti's book launch. The former governor of Ogun State and doyen of journalism, Chief Olusegun Oshoba, is to share the book launch of Sir Folu Olamiti, consummate Newsman scheduled to hold on Thursday, November 30, 2023 at the University of Ibadan International Conference Center, Ibadan, Oyo State. You can get the details of that news coming to you from Pen Pushing this morning. ECOWAS business women said to honor late Iyalode Alaba Lawson. And it's time for us to bring in our in-house analyst and public affairs commentator. He's a seasoned journalist and media consultant. I'm talking about no any other person, our own Mr. Salmon Salami. Good morning and welcome to Newspaper Review today.
Good morning, the presenter and our super citizen listeners.
Let's start with this. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu will be presenting the budget of 2024 to the National Assembly, the joint sitting of National Assembly on Wednesday. And the FEC also $1 billion loan. What will be your take on that, sir?
Well, let us thank God for His mercies on this country. And let us continue to pray and hope that the yearly presentation of budgets will not be a ritual. Will not be a ritual in the sense that Nigerians are used to listening to annual budgets. But what of the performance of the budget? How has it impacted on the lives of the ordinary Nigerian? I pray and hope that this will be the turning point, a remarkable departure from the past. Why are we saying this? Year in, year out, we have been having budgets. And to say the truth, it has not impacted as it should on the lives of the citizen. The sufferings in the land, the poverty in the land, the hardship in the land is unacceptable. Let the government use this budget to ameliorate and reduce the hardship in the land.
Okay, quickly, about 1.5 trillion naira increase came on the budget. It was about 26.5 trillion naira. Now it's now 27.5 trillion naira. What do you think led to this?
Well, the government must have told us, because I have not gone through it. But whatever increment that is added to what the National Assembly passed should translate into concrete and quality life for Nigerians. That is what we are more interested in. Yes, the figure matters, but more important to Nigerians is the welfare and well-being and the performance of the budget in such a manner that Nigerians will heave a sigh of relief and will know that yes, the budget is performing and there is food on the table. There is security in the land. Nigerians can sleep with their eyes closed and the health situation is improved and our hospitals are no more consulting clinics and theaters for dead bodies.
Okay, let's quickly move to Kiamo saying that the Nigeria Air decision is in the hand of the President Tinubu. What's your take on it?
Well, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has the final say on issues about Nigeria. And for the Honorable Minister of Aviation and Aerospace, the distinguished barrister Festus Keyamo, senior advocate of Nigeria, has said the truth because, of course, he knows where the buck stops. The buck does not stop on his table, it does stop on the table of Mr. President. And he has said that he will not like to preempt the president as to whether to be or not to be Nigeria here, which way. It is only the president who can tell, and the decision or the result now is in the womb of time.
Okay, let's quickly move to the National Assembly. The probe of COVID-19 mismanagement fund will commence very soon. Is this a good news to Nigerians?
Well, yes, it is a good news. Good news in the sense that it is part of the oversight function of the National Assembly to look at the way and manner public fund is being spent. The MDAs, ministries, departments, and agencies should know that the money in their care is not their personal money. The money is the taxpayers' money. It belongs to Nigerians, and the office they are holding is public trust. Public office is public trust. It must not be abused. So it's the right thing to do. There is a caveat. Anyway, we are looking forward to seeing a National Assembly that is truly national and that has the interest of Nigerians at heart in such a manner that they will oversight the government agencies in such a way that there will be accountability, there will be transparency, and that the money appropriated will be used for what is meant for, and that it will not be diverted. It is a good development, is the right way to go, is the best thing to do, and may God help them to do it right in the interest of Nigerians.
Amil, and quickly let's get to national NNPC now. President Tinubu has reappointed Mele Kyari and others in another term in office. What would be your take on this?
Malam Mele Kyari. Well, let me congratulate him. Mr. President, in his wisdom, has reappointed him. Has reappointed him, and I am not particularly versed in the oil and gas industry issues, but he must have been doing something good, because for the president, the man we know, that he keeps tab on his appointees, because he's such a person that he welcomes feedback and he knows how to get the best out of his appointees, and he will not settle for less. He has told us that. Let's congratulate Malam Mele Kyari and let us wish him the best. But the media, we are watching.
So, let's quickly move to Ondo State. Akeredolu Ayedatiwa peace agreement. Some newspaper reported that is heading towards collapse, while others said he may be declared as the acting governor of the state. What's your take?
Well, the scenario or the game in Ondo State is becoming more interesting. More interesting in the sense that Mr. President moved in and intervened and brokered peace. And if I will get what Ajuri Nguleri, the essay to Mr. President on media said, he said the president still reiterated that they should maintain the status quo ante bellum. What is the status quo ante bellum? Like lawyers will say, that as we are now is what we should be, it should remain. By my interpretation, and that is if it is right, it means that Akeredolu is still alive and is still the governor, and that Lucky Ayedatiwa remains the deputy governor. The speaker remains the speaker, and that is the understanding of what is said to be the peace accord brokered by Mr. President. And now, for some factions to think or believe that the deputy governor cannot and will not function unless and until is pronounced acting governor is something different from what was agreed upon. And also for the members of the State House of Assembly loyal to Akeredolu to say that yes, the governor remains the governor despite the fact that he has been absent from the state for quite some time now. Well, while some analysts will say that yes, the case of late President Shehu Yaradua, President Musa Yaradua, pardon me, and the of necessity, you know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
But you see, there is no one case that is the same on all facts. We should consider the facts of each case as it is. So if the members of Ondo State House of Assembly believe that the government as
Mr. Salami, I think we have a call. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, my dear brother. My name is Alan. I'm calling from Central at the moment. I greet Mr. Salami.
Thank you, Mr.
Sorry, I had to cut short this talk with my call. On Ondo State debacle, I think it's quite unfortunate. It is unfortunate, particularly for a politician and a lawyer, a senior advocate of Nigeria, a former chairman of the MDA, a former commissioner for justice, happening under the nose of Mr. Akeredolu. And I think the fact that Mr. President had to intervene again makes it even more unfortunate, because it is a constitutional issue, and the constitution is clear. Whenever a sitting governor or a president is not capacitated, he will transfer power to his deputy and go and attend to his help. In this case, we have an Akeredolu running the affairs of Ondo State from Ibadan since we arrived into the country. The people of Ibadan don't even know the well-being, the state of well-being of their governor. And then the question we should be asking is why is this so difficult? Why is it so difficult for political leaders to just do the right thing? And in this instance, I want to believe he is not even conscious enough to understand what is happening, in his environment. So it all boils down to his immediate family, who are supposed to look after his legacy, his political associates,
Okay.
To continue to take over, the affairs of the state by proxy.
Okay.
And finally, I put the blame 100% on Ondo State House of Assembly because they are mandated by law to uphold, the democratic process. And it is unfortunate. It is really, really unfortunate that we are having the Yaraba Deepago again.
All right.
And I hope the Mr. President has intervened, but it doesn't, the damage has been done. The fact that Mr. President had to intervene before they do the right thing confirm that it is indeed unfortunate. I do not blame Akoyede himself because, like I said, I want to believe he's not even conscious enough to understand what is currently happening.
All right. I think you have made your point.
And a political attitude. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Mr. Sama Salami, that was another angle to that the story. I want to also add to his voice. If you can remember, one time governor in Taraba State was also incapacitated, and the deputy was sworn in as an acting governor of the state. That is constitutional too.
Let us situate things properly as media men.
Okay.
Garba Umaru UTC, the deputy governor of Taraba State then, was not sworn in as acting governor.
Okay.
He was never sworn in. The same scenario that is happening in Ondo State happened in Taraba that time. I know this because I was sufficiently close to Garba Umaru UTC until the Supreme Court ousted him. That means that the Ondo State members of...
Sorry, we have another call. Hello, good morning, Mr. Olushola. How are you?
I'm fine, sir. Good morning, sir. Good morning, Mr. Sir.
Good morning, Mr. Citizen Olushola.
Hello? Your line is breaking. We can't get you.
No, sir.
Hello? I'm sorry, Citizen Olushola, you have to call back. The line is seriously breaking. We can't hear you. Super listeners, you can join us on 0903 2229797 0818 2222205 0818 2222206. You can be part of this program by making your contribution. No, Mr. Salami, you are still on there.
You see, the members of the Ondo State House of Assembly should know that their allegiance is not to Akeredolu as a person, it's not to Ayedatiwa as a person, but to the state. And they should do what is right and what will be in the best interest of Ondo State. If they feel and that they have gone through the constitutional requirements.
Okay, let's take this caller. Hello? Okay, Citizen Olushola. Yes, we can hear you clearly now.
Thank you. I think the Ondo State, I can see the fault in both the governor and the deputy governor. The true anxiousness of the deputy governor and not ready to even delegate or trust in the deputy governor by the governor is also there. But I don't blame them. When you look at our political structure, it's very, very juicy in terms of appointment, in terms of everything. So those who are causing the real problem are the follower of both of them. Those who are benefiting from the governor, they don't want the situation to change so that they can continue benefiting. And those who want to benefit from the deputy, they are anxious, and their anxiousness is too much to the extent that they believe that if the deputy governor comes there, it's going to be rosy for them.
Okay.
If our political structure is not like that, if it's to serve, I don't think there should be too anxiousness to do this thing. But deputy governor should know that as they do to the governor, they may likely do to him in future. And the governor should also know that even if it's no more, the system will continue, the government will continue.
All right.
That's my own take on the issue.
Thank you, City Super Listener. Thank you very much. Mr. Salami.
Well, my own line of thinking and analysis is that the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria is sacrosanct.
Okay.
And as it relates to the issue of governor and deputy governor, what should be done? The Ondo State House of Assembly should look at those provisions as it relates to the situation on hand and do the needful. The allegiance is to the state, not to individuals. We wish Governor Rotimi Akeredolu a very speedy recovery.
Amen.
And we wish Lucky Deputy Governor Lucky Ayedetiwa all the best.
Okay, I think we have to leave it at that because we have so many to review. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has ordered massive fixing of federal roads. What is your take on this?
Well, I'm so happy to hear this. I read it 2 days ago because as a newspaper reviewer, one has to be ahead of the news. There are two major telephone lines that the Federal Ministry of Works has provided for Nigerians. They have done this because they want Nigerians to own the ownership of what is going on. They have told us the so road is being maintained or is to be reconstructed by so contractor or company, and they have told us that we should monitor the progress and we should inform them accordingly. But I want to believe that we are all part of the government. It is a democracy, it is a participatory government, but even at that, it is the duty of the Federal Ministry of Work to do it. We will do our part, but they should not abdicate their own role. It is solely, pivotally, and pointedly their duty.
So is
the citizens too, as the citizens have a role to play in this, because we must own the government. It is our government. When things are going on right, we should praise the government. When it is not going the way we think, we should provide solution. There is nothing bad in being critical. You can be critical, but don't be hostile.
Okay, let's quickly move to Edo State. The deputy governor in Edo State is crying and saying that he's been intimidated. His allocations have been withdrawn for 5 months now. What is your take on this?
It's a shame that this is going on in Ondo State. It is one of the saddest stories and a silent reminder of the lacuna in the Constitution. What exactly is the role of the deputy governor? Should a deputy governor assume that being the deputy governor, the next thing is to become the governor? I want to believe that it is a constitutional right, no doubt. And I want to believe too that the governor should not see the deputy governor as a threat, but the deputy governors too should know that as deputy governor and giving the provisions is not more than a spare tire unless the constitution is amended. But what is more important is this: what is the end of political power? Is it because we want to grab or have power so that we can serve the people, or as an opportunity for personal aggrandizement? What exactly is it? If only our people understand the meaning of leadership, which to me is service to the people, then they will know that on easy lies the head that wears the crown, and they will be circumspect in looking for power, because you will account at the end of the day for whatever you have done.
Okay.
With the power.
Okay, Mr. Salami, we have to leave that one like that. Let's quickly address the Supreme Court that wants to break the chain of 21 justices. What is the meaning of this to Nigeria?
Well, 21 justices are a full complement of the Supreme Court. To me, I think we should begin to look at the real issues and the big picture. That we have not been able to have the full complement of 21 justices on the bench of the Supreme Court is unfortunate. That the present Chief Justice of Nigeria, Mr. Justice Kayode Ariwola, is trying to do it is to me it's not a very big achievement. It's the right thing. We thank him for striving to do the right thing. But the real achievement and the concrete achievement that Nigerians are waiting to see is to see a Supreme Court that is well respected, that is deep, that the judgment will be well taken and well respected by the global community in such a manner that they will say, yes, the Supreme Court of Nigeria is truly independent. I am not saying that they should pander to the whims and caprices of the soothsayers, the blackmailers, the beer parlor,
and social media voters,
the social media warriors, the beer parlor reviewers. I don't think the mud action, no. But we want a Supreme Court like the one we had only the golden era. Once we had a Supreme Court that had the Justice Udigbes of this world, Oputas of this world, Babaka Odiashos of this world, Muhammad Wais of this world, Nnamani of this world, Karibi White of this world, and so many others that have Tokinibis, so many erudite justices that have passed through the portals of the Supreme Court of Nigeria that were well respected, that their obiter dictum or the pronouncements coming from the hallowed chambers of our own Lord Dennings became the authority, persuasive authority around the world. That is the kind of Supreme Court that Nigerians are yearning for, are looking forward to seeing. And it takes a lot of erudition, intellectualism.
All right. We have to leave it at that. Mr. Salami, thank you very much. I'm sure the super listeners did enjoy what your analysis this morning and always. Thank you. This is much we can take on the newspaper review this morning. Tomorrow is another day. My name is Okikiola Kosem. See you tomorrow.